Alright, so today I'm going to show you the things that I've learned through our professional development videos and through our articles, the things that I can do with Smart Notebook. So hopefully it'll work this time when I try to record it because my computer has been lagging a lot and it's been making the videos not look very good, so I'm trying again. So first off, I got this lesson from the Smart Exchange. I used it for the first module of this activity and I'm going to go ahead and use it for the second. So the first thing that I'm going to do is create and manipulate text and images in Smart Notebook. So to start off, I am going to scroll down on this sidebar over here to slide number 7. So slide number 7 has instructions for the activity that's on slide number 8. But I would just prefer that the instructions are on the actual activity so that the students who come up and do this activity on the board can see the instructions as they do the activity. So to do this, I'm going to click over here, and to create text, I'm just going to start typing. So I'm going to say circle all living things in red. Alright, so I have my instructions on there, but it's not the way I want it to look. So if I want to move them, I just click and I can drag them around the area. If I want to change their size, I can drag and make it bigger or smaller. And then if I double click right here, I'm going to just extend this right here. Alright, if I double click and then I can highlight, and then I can do all sorts of things up here to manipulate the text. So I can change the font size. Let's change it to, let's do chalkboard. And then let's say I want to change the font size. I can do that right here, but I'm going to leave it for now. I can change the color, so we're going to do that. And then we have all these other options of things that we can do with it. We can make it bold, underlined, all sorts of things. So I have my text on there, but it's still not the right size. So if I click it once, this white bubble pops up right here, and I can move that bubble to manipulate the size of my text. So I think that looks pretty good. And if I wanted to change the angle of the text, so I wanted to rotate it, I could click this green knob up here, and it would rotate around. But I think right now I'm just going to leave it like that. Alright, so now that I've manipulated the text, let's add an image to this picture. So let's add another living thing for a student to circle. So I'm going to go over to this tab on the left. I'm going to click on the gallery, and I want to add a bird. So I'm going to type in bird, and the gallery is going to load with all sorts of options. And we're going to click on pictures because that's what we want. And you know what? I really like this cardinal. So I'm going to click the cardinal and drag it over. But this cardinal is way too big. So if I use this little white knob again, I can change the size above the cardinal. And I think I'm going to prop the cardinal on top of this little log cabin. We're going to make him a little smaller. It's going to hang out right there. Now if I don't want the cardinal or any of the other images to move, I can click on it and then click this drop down bar, and I can click lock, and I can lock them in place. Now if a student comes up and is trying to do something on the board, they're not going to accidentally move anything. I can't move them, nothing's happening. So that way they can just go up and circle and they won't have to worry about that. Alright, for the next thing we're going to write some notes. So let's say that we did our lesson and students had questions, or we wanted to write some vocabulary words or anything of that nature. So I can scroll down here and I have a blank page set up. I'm just going to delete this off. So to write notes, if I had this up on a smartboard, I would use my pens and write on the board. But for my computer, I can click on the pen, I can choose my color. Let's do blue. And I'm going to say class notes. This would probably look a lot neater if I was doing it from the board, but that's okay. So class notes, and maybe we have some stuff scribbled down here, vocabulary words or things. All right, so if I go back to here, then maybe let's say this is too messy and we need a student to be able to read it. Well, if I drag my mouse and highlight those words and then go to this drop down bar right here, I can click Recognize as Class Notes and click it, and it'll make it text. I think that's awesome because I know some students have problems reading their teacher's handwriting, and so it'd be really easy to write up on the board and then just click it and have it turn to text. If I don't want to do that, I can just undo it. So there it is. So let's say that we've written some really great notes this day, and I want to be able to save this for future reference or to print out and give out to the students or for whatever reason. If I just right click anywhere, it'll pull up this menu, and if I go down to the bottom, I can click Add Page to Gallery, and then it's going to drop this page right here in my gallery. So as you can see, I've saved some things before, but there are my notes from today, and it's labeled. So anytime I need them, I can go back in here and grab them, or it's in my gallery, so I can always pull them back up in another notebook presentation. All right. So the next thing that we're going to do is create and add themes. So I'm going to go up here to this main bar up here, and I'm going to add another page. And let's say that I wanted to make a theme. I can go to this gallery tab again, and let's back up out of here. We still have our birds going on. Oh, I'm frozen. I'm sorry. So we go up here, and I can click Gallery Essentials. Well, this is where it was before. I'm sorry, my computer is being really slow. Alright, so now when we're in Gallery Essentials, I can click Backgrounds and Themes right here, and it comes up with all sorts of themes. Candy canes, earth, plants, lines, eggs, flowers, leaves, all sorts of things. So those are our options for themes. Let's say that I want to do pumpkins. So I click and I drag it over here, and now I have the pumpkin theme. Or my other option for creating themes is I can come back over here, and I have a solid fill option. So I could change the color of my page if my computer would cooperate with me. Or there's options to do gradients, patterns, or image. So we have all sorts of options, and I would have to move away this to show you. But so we can add in our own backgrounds and then add in pictures back from the gallery, or we can just go to the gallery and we can pick a theme like summer, or we could do rain boots and umbrella. All right. So the other thing that I want to do is link objects to websites. So let's use this page right here and say that I have a video that I want to show my students. So I'm going to go back to the gallery, and I'm going to search for a bird again, since we're learning about living things, and a bird is a living thing. And down here in pictures, I like this blackbird. So I'm going to pull over this blackbird, and I'm going to maybe rotate him a little bit and put him down here. So I have my blackbird, and earlier I found this video about birds that I want to show my class. So I'm going to copy the link to the video and then go back to my notebook, click on the bird, and do this little down bar right here. If I go down here, it says link. If I click that, it pulls this up, and I can just paste my web address in there, and click Insert Link. So now, whenever I'm going through my lesson with my students, and I get down here to my last page, if I click on that, it's going to open it up, and it's going to take my class right to the video. And the great thing about that is that it automatically starts playing the video. So you don't even have to come mess with this. It just pops it up and starts playing it for your class. So it's a seamless transition. So that is everything that I have learned with the Smart Notebook software. And I'm going to sign off now. Thank you.